What's up, everybody? It's Matt Wacek here, CEO and founder of Landscape Marketing Pros. I'd like to welcome you to our YouTube channel. So today we're going to come at you with a short, sweet, and to-the-point video discussing why you need to have a blog on your company's website, whether you do lawn maintenance, landscaping, outdoor living, irrigation, tree services, snow removal. Regardless of the service type, you will find benefit in actually having a blog. And when you do it in the simple manner that we go about it, as opposed to what most may think of when they hear a blog, they think just sharing certain content, that sort of stuff. And that's advantageous, but the way that we go about it for our clients is what I want to share with you in this video, because that way you can understand why we actually do it. And by the way, if you are a landscape contractor doing at least $200,000 per year in revenue, I encourage you to go down below, hit the first link in the description. It'll also be in the pinned comment to check out our system. We have a full overview that answers basically any question that you may have. And you can also have an opportunity to book a strategy session at that same page is there. So again, that'll be the first link in the description, but that's only for contractors doing at least 200K per year. And if you are below that number, be sure to just browse around in our channel and use the insight that we provide here, so that way you can get your company to that level where it then makes sense to invest into a digital marketing service program that's going to really help you scale. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so today we're going to be looking at our client, Proscapes and Tree. They are a full service company based in the Marietta and Ackworth area of Georgia. And so they've been working with us for right about a year. And real quick, we've helped them generate over 350 quotable leads so far this year. And they've worked with us since January 7th. And again, I'll refresh the page so that way you can see 352 quotable leads. That's a mixture of contact form submissions and inbound calls with a long enough duration where it could actually be a quotable lead. And these guys nearly quadrupled their sales this year. They were at about 270,000 last year in 2020. This year they're on track to closing in at $1 million. So not bad, especially because they only started their business in 2019. Now over to their blog. What you'll notice here is we have a lot of questions for the actual headline post of the blog. So this is what you want to be doing with your post, is going to the search results. And I'll break down this here in just a little bit because you can see Proscapes and Tree actually ranks for this one, which is very, very, very powerful. Is what you do is you go into these searches. Let's say it's related to pine straw versus mulch, for example, which 1,300 a month search. Very, very nice quantity right there. You can see, is it better to use pine straw or mulch? What lasts longer? Does it attract bugs? And so forth. That's exactly what we're doing with these posts. So this one in particular that we have ranking here in the 5th spot, pine straw versus mulch, which is better for your Georgia landscape? And you can see we got all kinds of different details, benefits. And then when we come back over here to the search results, we have their blog post ranking 5th. Now, this will take some existing website authority, trust, and rapport with Google. So if you have a brand new website that you built yesterday, being able to show up for a search like this is probably not going to happen immediately. You're going to have to do some advanced SEO to make this happen. So I just want to put that out there as a disclaimer, because obviously not everything's going to be instant, especially when you are competing against other companies that have established websites that have presence and authority with Google. But what you could do is target certain searches like this that are super, super long tail, basically really long detailed questions that people may type in, like I mentioned before. So the reason that this is so incredibly valuable is, let's say someone's looking for pine straw mulch. They don't know what to install in their landscape. So they're not maybe typing in landscaping near me or landscape contractor near me, landscape designer Marietta, or whatever the search may be. They're going to type in what type of material they want versus another one. So here's the click data from Proscapes and Tree for their Google Search Console. We can see exactly what people are typing in and how many clicks we were able to gather. And I'll explain why this is actually very, very valuable. So you can see pine straw versus mulch, 151 clicks so far this year. Mulch versus pine straw, 141. So that's about 300 clicks. Mulch versus pine straw versus rock. So, I mean, we're looking at hundreds upon hundreds of different clicks from that one search, from that one single blog post. And right now we're looking at 300-400, maybe even 500 clicks this year. And real quick, I just wanted to share the total click data from people that have seen the blog post somewhere in the search results and clicked and went to the page. So far this year, you can see 1,727 clicks. Basically 6 times as many clicks as people that went to the homepage from the searches that it ranks for. And while the buyer intent is not going to be as high when somebody is looking for pros and cons of mulch versus pine straw, the volume is absolutely there in the event that they do have interest in purchasing the service as opposed to maybe doing it themselves. And let's just say only 1% of those 1,700 people converted. Again, conversion is taking action on the website, whether that's a phone call or going to the contact page and filling out the form. 1% of those people is still 17, we'll just call it 18 leads for the entire year. So 1.5 leads a month, strictly from just having a blog post that shares a little bit of information. It's just an astronomical amount of clicks, especially where just a few jobs can turn into several $1,000s or even more than that, depending on, of course, on the project. By the way, these clicks cost $0. It's not like we're running ads to this. This costs $0, and this is in addition to all the other search results that they show up for all the different services that they offer. So whether that's yard drainage, paver patios, retaining walls, tree service, tree removal, all that sort of stuff. And so the big benefit to this is, let's say someone comes through and they see you're offering a bunch of value for free. They didn't have to give their email or contact information. Your company is providing them all this information for nothing. And so they see, okay, this company is local to me because obviously I have Georgia in here. And also one thing I want to note is the reason we put Georgia in here is that pine straw is used elsewhere. But when someone is actually searching in Georgia, there's a good shot that someone's going to see, hey, Georgia, that's where I'm at. Let's click on it and go to it. It's only going to benefit you to include the state name, at least in this particular example. And so a lot of times companies will do the city, but I really don't like that because you're basically competing against the service pages that you have. So if you have a page that's all about pine straw and mulch installation for Marietta, for example, we don't want to have that here in the blog post. We want to just maybe target the state or a region of the state, Northwest Georgia or Northern Georgia, whatever it may be. For this one, we just have Georgia and it works just fine. But as someone's scrolling through, they see these different benefits, then they can make a decision. And the coolest thing is that there's opportunity because they're already right here at your website. And so what they could do is scroll down and they'll see, oh, look, these guys have 11 5-star reviews, great company to work with. Let's go get a quote. And they come over here. And if they're on their phone, we make it very easy for them to be able to click to call right from there because there'll be a click to call button at the bottom right of the screen. Or if they don't want to talk to somebody right now, they can enter in their details and click submit. And there we go. There was a free lead that came in because someone happened to search for a blog post and we helped them answer their question as to what's going to be the best for their project. So there we go. Extremely beneficial to have these types of posts on your blog because we can target different searches that we may ordinarily otherwise not show up for, because chances are your service page is not going to show up for a comparison search like this with pine straw versus mulch. We like to do that. We like to answer a lot of different questions with the blog posts. Another thing that we definitely like to do as well is the social media style viral content where we have 10 best questions to ask a tree removal company, or signs you need to remove a tree, or any whole host of that. Just get a little bit creative with what the service is and kind of how it's going to benefit the prospects and the clients with the end result of your service. That's what I got for you guys today. Let me know if you've done any blog posts on your website that have helped you get more clients coming in because of the fact that it showed up in the search results where your website may not ordinarily have been seen because you didn't have that post in existence. And so with all of that, if you liked this video, be sure to go down below, drop a like, lets us know that you guys are interested in this type of content. And if you have any questions, be sure to comment them down below. Also, any suggestions for future videos, comment that as well. And if your company is doing a minimum of $200,000 per year, or even 150, 175, if you have an established marketing budget, what I would really encourage you to do if you're looking to scale your business, get to that next level, whether that's get to 500,000, 750 million or more per year in revenue, I encourage you to go down below, hit the first link in the description. It'll also be in the pinned comment. Go and check out our detailed overview video on our system. Check out the testimonials like Best Outdoor Services has added well over $1 million in revenue to their company over the past couple of years. Lush Landscape and Irrigation scaling from 300K to 550K, now upwards to $1 million over the past couple of years, and a whole bunch more. So again, that'll be the first link in the description as well as the pinned comment beneath the video. So thanks so much for watching. I look forward to speaking with you on a strategy session. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next video.